You arrest them, then we fight like hell with those who fight against us. Isn't it a good feeling to outnumber the police sometimes? In unity, we can do whatever we will.
Stopping and searching young blacks for no reason at all.
You see, we're dealing with a betrayed generation of young people. This is a British creation. It's a product made in Britain.
They kill a disproportionate number of black people and get away with it all the time. They stigmatize the victim. In Mark's case, they talk about jobs and gangs so that the British public would turn its back. So that the British public would accept what they did.
The press, the radio, the television, and the newspapers are stacked against Negroes.
In all of the programs that I attended, all of the education that I had, college, public, and otherwise, nobody ever told me that I was an African woman. Nobody ever told me what the history of African people were. America is not and has never tried to produce African adults who are functional, self-sufficient.
For so many years, we were told that only white people were beautiful. Only straight hair, light eyes, light skin was beautiful. And so black women would try everything they could, straighten their hair, lighten their skin to look as much like white women.
It's not knowing who we are. It's a lack of connection, it's a lack of identity, not being proud of who we are, not being proud of our heritage, not being proud of our African ancestry, changing our looks to kind of emulate Caucasian beauty ideals. These are some of the real legacies today in terms of the psychology. We also have to look at the rates of mental health illness, and this has also been linked to that. All
roots back to slavery.
All roots back to that.
Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet?
Mark Duggan, few yards away from you, the violence, a police officer blew his head off.
You will be hunted no matter what you do because they do not want us to survive and become self-sufficient.
We are not brutalized because we're Baptists. We're not brutalized because we're Methodists. We're not brutalized because we're Muslims. We're not brutalized because we're Catholics. We're brutalized because we are black.
We're only 6% of the UK, my brother. You understand? So how can 75% of the prisons in these areas be black? They shot down an innocent. And that's what we have to keep our hand on, my brothers. The innocent. Mark Duggan was innocent. He had not done anything wrong. No matter how much stereotypes you want to put to black people, Mark Duggan was innocent. No matter how many times the media want to imply that he had a gun, the facts have stated that he had no gun. So that means at any moment in time, yeah, a black youth can be shot down. And it is lawfully, the law is behind them. Which I say is an act of terrorism. We don't want our youth to go up in a time where police can just shoot them down like that. Yeah? And even if the court don't give us justice, I tell you now, black youth will not allow it to happen. When you're killing people, innocent people, yeah, not everyone's gonna stay peaceful. And that's a reality.
Because of the way this society is organized, because of the violence that exists on the surface everywhere, you have to expect that there are going to be such explosions. You have to expect things like that as reactions. If you are a black person and live in the black community all your life and walk out on the street every day seeing white policemen surrounding you, when you live under a situation like that constantly, and then you ask me, whether I approve of violence. I mean, that's why when someone asks me about violence, I just find it incredible. Because what it means is that the person who's asking that question has absolutely no idea what black people have gone through, what black people have experienced in this country since the time the first black person was kidnapped from the shores of Africa.
No justice! No justice! Who are the murderers? Who are the murderers? My brother was actually dying at the officer's feet. He was a wonderful man who sadly was in this system of mental illness where many of our young men were put into that system and injected. I'd love to know what's in those lethal injections.
The greatest weapon the white man has had has been his ability to divide and conquer. He has divided us and used us one against the other. If I take my hand and slap you, you don't even feel it. It might sting you because these digits are separated. But all I have to do to put you back in your place is bring those digits together.
Reparations is about making repairs, institutional repairs, economical repairs, family repairs, cultural repairs, social repairs. So we've got to remember that we're not begging anybody for anything. We're affirming we charge genocide and ecocide.
And we're asking the government to take account and responsibility. Simple things.
A new awareness among black people that their own natural appearance, physical appearance is beautiful.
Wearing my natural, it's like shows within me. It gives me more pride within myself.
Women want to please men, and if men accept it as beautiful, then women will do it.
Well, I decided to go natural about a week ago. I felt it was a purpose